Today, we are going to pull back that curtain on Meta's super complex logic and decode exactly how WhatsApp deliverability really works.
What feels like this chaotic, totally unpredictable system is actually a highly structured engine, and it has very specific rules. And as you can see here, the goal is to take that messy stream of data coming in, filter it through Meta's logic, and produce this clean, optimized output. So our job today is to really understand those filters so we can turn all that chaos into a clear, effective strategy.
All right, so before we get into the nuts and bolts, we have to understand the single most important principle that governs this entire WhatsApp ecosystem. It's a simple idea, but it's powerful. Meta will prioritize protection over reach every single time.
Meta views the WhatsApp inbox as a guarded garden. The system is not built to maximize how many messages a brand can send. It's built to maximize healthy, positive engagement. The scales are just tipped so heavily in favor of the user experience. And that means deliverability, it's not some technical right you have, it's a privilege you have to earn through quality.
So how does Meta actually enforce this philosophy? Well, they use this three-stage filtering process. Every single message you send, and I mean every one, has to pass through 3 distinct gatekeepers just to have a chance of reaching the user.
And this right here perfectly illustrates that gauntlet. So your message starts with you, the sender. First, it hits the infrastructure gate. If it gets past that, it moves on to the platform gate with all its algorithms. And then finally, it has to clear the user gate. The absolute first step in figuring out any delivery failure is knowing which one of these 3 gatekeepers stopped your message.
Let's start with that first hurdle. Gatekeeper 1 is all about the basic plumbing and, maybe more importantly, the quality of your data. A lot of delivery failures happen right here, before your message even gets a chance to be judged by Meta's core logic.
This funnel is, wow, it's a powerful reality check. I mean, you might have a database of 1 million numbers, but just look at what happens. You immediately lose hundreds of thousands to blocked numbers, inactive accounts, or users who've just uninstalled the app. So in this example, 70% of the database is undeliverable right from the get-go. This is that hidden cost of not cleaning your lists.
Now, one of the most common and frankly most frustrating errors you'll get from this first gatekeeper is the unknown reason. This could be anything: a temporary network glitch, a filter at the carrier level, or even a silent suppression by Meta. The crucial point here is how you react to it.
And here is the exact protocol. It's simple, but it is so critical. Don't just keep hammering the number over and over. You wait 24 hours, you retry exactly 1 time. If it fails the second time, you treat that user as suppressed and you exclude them. And why? Because repeatedly trying a bad number is classic spam behavior, and it will seriously hurt your sender reputation. Okay, so let's say your data is clean and you've passed the first gate. Now we arrive at gatekeeper 2, the platform. This is where Meta's own algorithms and experiments and quality scoring all come into play. And this is where things get really, really interesting.
So to really understand this stage, we have to classify failures based on who is in control. Failures can be system-controlled, think Meta's own experiments. They can be sender-controlled, which is direct feedback on your message quality, or they can be user-controlled. Identifying this locus of control is the key to finding the right solution.
Let's start with the one you have zero control over: system-controlled failures. These happen when Meta is running A/B tests on things like marketing limits. The key takeaway here is simple: you cannot, and you should not, try to override them. This flowchart shows you exactly what's happening behind the scenes. Your data stream gets split, path A gets delivered no problem, but path B is routed to a control group where delivery is intentionally blocked for the experiment. So the strategic action here is crystal clear. Do not retry. You will damage your reputation by trying to fight a platform-level experiment. Just accept the variance and move on.
Okay, now let's pivot to the failures you absolutely can control. These are probably the most important signals you'll ever get from the platform because they are a direct feedback loop on the quality and the relevance of your content.
So when you get an error related to healthy ecosystem engagement, this is what Meta is telling you. Your content quality score is just too low. As this gauge shows, your interaction history has put you in that high-risk suppression zone. Basically, Meta has decided your message is a low engagement risk and is actively blocking it to protect the user.
What do you do about it? Well, the diagnosis is clear. The user has a low interaction history with you. And the cure is just as clear. First, stop blasting. Just stop. Reduce your frequency immediately. Second, pivot to value. Switch to high intent, really valuable content. And third, use segmentation to separate your active users from your inactive ones.
So we've cleared infrastructure and the platform. That brings us to the final and most absolute gatekeeper, the user themselves. When the user makes a choice, that choice is the final word. And this is what a hard stop looks like. If a user taps stop promotions or they block your business, that is it. It's over. The action protocol is mandatory. You must not send any more marketing messages. There's no override, there's no workaround. The only way that user can get back on your list is if they initiate a new conversation with you.
Okay, we've diagnosed all the problems. Now, let's switch gears. Let's go from being reactive to being proactive. This is your playbook for maintaining a healthy sender reputation and high deliverability for the long term.
You know, it all boils down to these 3 core pillars. 1. Purge. Keep your lists clean with good data hygiene. 2. Pace. Respect the sending limits and don't retry on the wrong kinds of errors. And 3. Personalize. Send relevant, value-based content that actually encourages people to interact.
All right, now this is the slide you are going to want to screenshot. It is the ultimate cheat sheet. It connects the error signal you see with the root cause, and it tells you the immediate action to take. For example, if you see a low engagement error, the cause is a low interaction history, and the action is to reduce frequency and switch to value. It is your if this, then that guide to deliverability.
In this flowchart, it just illustrates the journey perfectly. You start with good hygiene, respecting the technical signals. That leads to respect for the user's choices, like their opt-outs, but the final destination is relevance. You avoid that low engagement trap not by trying to trick the system, but by improving your signal so much that users actually want to get your messages. Stop seeing error messages as these technical problems you have to solve. Start seeing them as valuable feedback from your audience about whether your content is truly relevant to them. Quality is the only infinite resource you have.